Crystals are another one of God's wonderful creations. Very simply, they're beautiful, semi-rare stones. Some are clear, some have bright colors. They all have different patterns and textures. Nowadays, a lot of people are fascinated with crystals. Many believe that they possess mystical powers for healing purposes. You can find them almost anywhere, in jewelry, facial rollers, home decor, or you can just buy them in sets for chakra balancing. A lot of people believe that they can stimulate spiritual growth and produce a positive change in people's lives. So, with that being said, do crystals truly possess healing powers, or any powers for that matter? Can they actually be beneficial for your spiritual walk? Is there any scientific proof to back any of this up? And most importantly, what does God think about all of this? We're about to find out all in this video. Keep watching. Hey guys, my name is Destiny. If you've seen my face before and you haven't subscribed yet, then baby, what are you doing? Subscribe. Crystals, they're everywhere. I personally used to carry around crystals. Essentially, there seems to be a lot of people who are participating in crystal healing, chakra balancing. You typically see a lot of occultists, spiritualists, mediums, new agers using crystals for all different types of things, whether it's manifesting or just keeping our negative energy or attracting things like love and positivity in their lives. Now, what exactly is crystal healing? According to livescience.com, crystal healing is an alternative medical technique in which crystals and other stones are used to cure ailments and protect against disease. Proponents of this technique believe that crystals act as conduits for healing, allowing positive healing energy to flow into the body as negative disease-causing energy flows out. You might be asking, where did this originate from? Like, who originally started crystal healing? The origins of crystal healing are tied to ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, India, ancient Greece, or ancient Rome. Ancient Egyptians mined for crystals and used them to make jewelry. They also used them to ward off illness and negative energy. Crystals or gemstones were also used in practice for their metaphysical properties. The philosophy of modern crystal healing is based on the traditional concepts borrowed from Asian cultures, most notably the Chinese concept of life, qi or ki, and the Hindu or Buddhist concept of chakras, which are vortices of this life energy, set to connect the physical and supernatural elements of the body. Chakra balancing is a form of energy healing that focuses on channeling energy into the 7 chakras. Treating chakras refers to treating your energetic body. Now, as you're sitting here watching this video, you might be asking yourself, is there any scientific evidence behind any of this? Now, there are some in the alternative medicine community that actually do believe that these stones hold power. However, multiple scientific websites, including Healthline, says, and I quote, "There's no scientific proof that crystals have any significant effect on energy, emotions, or mental health. And they actually recommend that you do not replace medical treatment with crystals." Now, if you're a believer, like me, you might be asking yourself, is it okay for Christians to even participate in crystal healing? Crystals are just another beautiful creation of God. They're placed on this earth for a reason, right? I 100% agree that crystals are beautiful rocks, definitely a beautiful creation from God. However, I do not believe that He placed them on earth for us to use them for healing or to attract anything to our lives. Here's a fun fact. The Bible actually never assigns any mystical powers to crystals whatsoever. Now, a lot of people argue, hey, but there's crystals mentioned throughout the Bible in multiple places. Crystals are definitely mentioned in the Bible multiple times. I'll leave scriptures here of where they're mentioned. Crystals are used as imagery to describe God's goodness and the kingdom to come at the end of time. Nowhere in the Bible did it say that God placed these crystals on earth for us to attract energy or get rid of any type of energy or to do any type of healing. That is nowhere to be found. Jesus did not do that. Jesus did not say to do that. A lot of the people who participate in crystal healing or use crystals for any type of spiritual reasons, a lot of them are involved in the occult. A lot of them are mediums. A lot of them are witches. They practice witchcraft. They cast spells. They use these crystals to assist them with the spells. A lot of New Agers use these crystals to manifest things into their life. When I was in the New Age, I used to have this big like rose quartz to attract love into my life, which did not work. You can argue and say that the Bible doesn't specifically say not to use crystals for these things. You can say that the Bible does not warn against crystals specifically, but the Bible does warn against idolatry and witchcraft or divination, which I mentioned before. Crystals are widely used in divination and witchcraft. And idolization, we already know. If you don't know, God does not like idolization. When you go to these crystals for healing, or you believe that they possess this power and you believe that they can do all these mystical things, you're basically idolizing this crystal. Because one, why are you going to a rock for healing? Why are you believing in this rock for healing? In order for you to really indulge in this stuff, you have to have faith in it. You have to believe in it. And faith is basically believing without seeing. You can't really see the rock healing you or anything, but you believe that it is healing you. A lot of you guys don't know that occult means hidden. Occultism concerns itself with the study and utilization of supernatural influences, power, and phenomena that are normally hidden from regular physical senses and are generally considered to be outside of the realm of traditional science observation. Occultists believe that human beings and the world in which we live are permeated by invisible mystical energies. They believe that these energies can be focused and directed by sacred stones such as crystals and other talismans, so as to induce physical healing and spiritual enlightenment, in addition to involvement with crystal power. Occultism is associated with other mystical practices such as astrology, numerology, divination, tarot cards, psychic healing, mediumship, spirit channeling, Eastern religions, ritual magic, and sorcery, which every single one of those things I just named go against God. He literally has scriptures saying not to participate in these things. So for like the past year, I've really been getting into the deliverance ministry and learning about spirits and open doors for demons, which I will make a future video about, by the way. But anyways, a lot of people don't know that crystal healing and chakra healing and using crystals for spiritual reasons, that's actually an open door to the enemy. That's an open door to the devil. They think that they're protecting themselves from negative energies, but when you are blatantly going against what God says is evil and what God says is wrong, this literally leaves the door open for the enemy to come in and do whatever he wants. You're allowing him to come in and wreak havoc into your life, but you don't even know, because a lot of people in New Age don't even think that he exists. So because of the dark history of crystals over the thousands of years and what they're used for typically, it's kind of now considered a cursed item, which means that literally just by having them in your home, it literally can be an open door for the enemy. For non-believers or for New Agers, you might call it negative energy, but that negative energy is actually just demons, and you using these crystals in that way, that's inviting more negative energy in without you even knowing. So you might ask yourself, okay, well, the jewelry is nice. Can I at least wear the jewelry, or can I have like those crystal lamp things in my house? Like, I really like them. I would just say use discernment, go to God, allow the Holy Spirit to lead you. Personally, for me, since I used to participate in that stuff, it's a no for me. I will not be having crystals or any type of crystals in my house, especially because a lot of the times these crystals are coming from New Age stores or witchcraft stores or spiritual stores. A lot of them have spirits attached to them. It's just not really wise. Since crystal healing and mystical practices are associated with occultism or demonic teachings and beliefs, it's best that us as believers, we separate from these things. Leviticus 19:31 says, "Give no regard to mediums and familiar spirits. Do not seek after them, to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God." As believers, we cannot partner with darkness. There's only two sides. And you can't be a believer but still wanting to dabble in things of the world. You can't be a believer and still wanting to burn sage, declare negative energy. You can't be a believer and still using crystals to attract things into your life. None of that stuff is biblical. All of that stuff goes against God. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know one of my favorite scriptures to quote is, "The devil prowls around like a roaring lion looking for a way in or to devour you." I'll put it here because, yeah, as much as I say it, I still don't have it memorized, but it's true. And by us having these items or participating in any of these new age practices, it's literally giving him an open door. As for me and my house, we don't need no crystals. We just need Jesus. If you guys enjoyed this video or learned anything new, or if this video was helpful in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, baby. I have more interesting topics coming you're not gonna want to miss. So, God bless.